So we're seeing The Last Duel tonight.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't see it this past weekend because we saw Halloween Kills. Which the review is now up if you want to watch it.
Made the mistake on that one, didn't we, Chief?
Yes, we did. I was very disappointed by that movie.
Watch the review. Linked here.
I'm not going to put it there.
You coward.
I mean, I might. He did call me a coward, so I might have to. Hello, everyone. I'm Dalton Burdett.
I'm Nick Aricchio.
And we are the Movie Knights.
Well, some of them.
If you're watching this, is because you want to hear our uncensored,
unfiltered
thoughts and opinions about the world of movies and entertainment news. So kick back,
relax,
and thank you for being part of the conversation. That was good. Yeah. That wasn't bad. I liked that.
That was good.
How you doing, bud?
Gonna make it much longer. Reasonably, how long could I do it for before we lose viewers?
I don't know. I feel like we could get the longest "yeah boy" ever.
Yeah boy. Remember that video?
Yeah, it's so good.
But I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing good.
It was a Bones Day, so I'm feeling pretty good.
God, yes, it was a Bones Day.
Yeah.
Also, we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. It's going to be a big show. Before we get to the box office, though, I want to follow up on a major story we've been following about the IATSE. The crew members on everything that you care about.
It's always sunny and...
No. They were very close to going on a strike. And everything in production, film and television around the world would have just shut the fuck down. Well, at the 11th hour, they made a deal with the AMPTP, which are like producers of the studios.
Okay.
And they are going to avoid a strike. And I pulled the headline from an exclusive from the Variety, but I also have something I saved on Twitter, which seems like an email that was sent out to members of that union. And this is a little bit of what they were able to get from that. Living wage, although it doesn't say what the wage is. Improved wages and working conditions for streaming, because how it used to work is if you worked on a streaming show, you were paid less because that deal was made back in 2009 when streaming wasn't a big deal. That was one of the things they were fighting for. Standard job benefits. The two big ones are increased meal period penalties, including a prevailing rate, and daily rest periods of 10 hours without exclusion. Weekend rest periods of 54 and 32 hours. That is incredible. Basically, you get 10 hours in between shifts now, which never happened on film sets. And you get weekend breaks, which another huge thing that you could not get.
So you just can't film on the weekends anymore?
Either that, or if you do, they must pay. I'm guessing one of the benefits is like more extended or better overtime or something. And then there's little stuff like they get MLK Day off, inclusion initiatives, things like that. But yeah, they were able to avoid a strike, which is fantastic news. And they're going to get a lot of what they wanted. They also had the, while they didn't get everything they wanted, they also were able to but they were able to reach an agreement with the producers that they're going to meet again in 3 years about the other stuff they didn't get and to see if that's somehow feasible. So this is fantastic news that they did not go on strike.
Yeah.
It would have been exceptionally horrible if they did. What are your thoughts on this news, and are you surprised by the things they were able to land?
I'm not surprised because, I mean, what were they going to do? Not put anything out.
Yeah.
You know?
Hire dipshits like us to go make.
Yeah, so it was kind of one of those things to me where it's like, yeah, they made it, but the terms that they settled on are incredible. I mean, the 10 hours alone just...
The 10 hours between shifts is...
We're going to see movies take a little bit longer to film, I take it.
But, you know.
Fine.
Yeah.
Do you think some of it's, like, circumstantial? Like,
probably.
If a film is like, hey, we need to do a night shoot, but we'll film the next, like, we're going to take a day off after that so we can get back on.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's going to be some workarounds with it.
Like, it's not going to be a set, like, oh, you work 9 to 5 and then you're done.
Yeah, no, it won't be like that, but I assume basically what's going to stop is, hey, we have a night shoot, but tomorrow we have a 4 a.m. shoot, so just
stay.
Yeah. Like, that shit's going to end. And good.
Yeah, no,
they need their fucking rest, man.
I mean, I think we're going to see improved quality.
I think so, too.
As well, because, I mean, Even if the movies are, even if like the low budget stuff, like I feel like it's just gonna look better because now you're gonna have more time.
You're gonna have well rested people.
You're gonna have well rested people who you're not gonna have a boom mic guy that's like shaking half asleep while they're recording.
Yeah. And while most productions on streaming have looked a lot better than they have in the past, with the increased wage, you're now going to get that better extra work out of people who were shitty about working on streaming and not getting paid as much.
Yeah, exactly. So
there's only going to be benefits to this, I think.
Yes.
And in the long run, maybe it's going to be a little bit more expensive to schedule more days. It's not going to be a huge deal in the end.
I know we'll get to Marvel pushing their release dates, but do you think part of that is to fit into this kind of...
That wouldn't shock me because the article does cite production.
What do they have an implementation date for all this? Like, is it instant or how does that? Because like, for example, like when they do wage increases on a national level, it's always like phased.
Yeah, that was a bit unclear in the article. I assume they've picked a date in the not too distant future.
Gotcha.
To do that, yeah. It might even be, I don't know this for sure, but it might even be whatever's currently projects are currently will finish out, and then after that,
get to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we'll see. Now we're going to get into the box office, which I fucking love. And I did some fun research earlier today about some stuff I can share regarding the box office.
Ooh.
Opening number 1 last weekend was Halloween Kills. In its opening weekend, pulling in $49.4 million. And it was day and date on Peacock. That is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Especially when I tell you what the budget of that movie was.
What was the budget?
We'll get to it in a second, but understand it was a Blum movie.
You know what that shows you? In the instance of Halloween Kills, that does not show you that people love horror movies. That does not show you that people are going back to the theaters. That shows you people really fucking hate Peacock.
Yeah.
That's what that shows.
I think that's exactly what
that shows. Because I feel like that number should not be that high.
Or just people just don't know what Peacock is.
Yeah.
You know? Or they're just like, no. Like, I'm seeing Halloween on the big screen, you know?
Yeah.
That it could also be that. A lot of people did that with Godzilla vs. Kong as well.
I mean, yeah.
Coming in second place was No Time to Die in its second weekend, pulling in another $23.7 million, dropping 57%. So that's a pretty average normal drop for them. Coming in number 3 was Venom Let There Be Carnage, dropping 48% from its second to third weekend, pulling in another $16.5 million. Coming in at number 4 was The Addams Family 2, making $7 million in its third weekend, only dropping 30% from last weekend.
That's good.
Addams Family 2's got fucking legs, dude.
It's stretching. Well, it's the only kids movie out.
Yeah, and coming in at number 5, this is the one that's sad, was The Last Duel, making $4.7 million. We'll
4.7 million plus 20 from us tonight.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We have A-list.
Yeah. Plus whatever A-list gives them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get into a little bit. I wanted to break down these numbers a little bit more because of who I am as a human being. And we're going to start with Halloween Kills.
Okay.
This is in the pandemic, mind you. And you know how I've always said, anyone who's watched the channel for any number of years, in order for a movie to be successful, you have to make about 2.5 times your budget. It covers production costs and marketing costs.
Yeah.
And then after 2.5, anything after that's profit. Halloween Kills opened to $49.4 million. So far, worldwide, it has made $54.9 million.
Okay.
Would you like to know its budget, Nicholas?
So it's made 55.
Worldwide, yes.
Worldwide, 55. What is the budget?
$20 million. This movie has made 2.8 times its budget so far on an opening weekend. So anything it makes from here on out, it's profit.
It's just right into the pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus whatever minimal stuff they'll get from Peacock.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Jason Blum, I'm telling you, he's the second best producer working today behind Kevin Feige. Jason Blum is the man.
He can make a good movie. Well,
sometimes.
He can make a movie cheap.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad.
I know that you're one of the only people in the world that doesn't like The Invisible Man.
I was not a fan, yeah.
But that movie was only made for $7 million.
Yeah.
And as comparison to the Halloween Kills, I wanted to pull up Halloween 2018's numbers.
Okay.
Halloween 2018 domestically made $159.3 million.
Okay.
Worldwide made $255.4 million. Its budget was $10 million. it made 25.5 times its budget. That's how you finance Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends.
Halloween Kills had double the budget of the first Halloween?
Yep.
That makes me angrier.
Well, it probably went into salaries. Like, I'm sure Jamie Lee was like, yeah.
Oh, I know, but still, just the concept that they poured more money in, and that's what we got.
Well, but that every sequel, very rarely will a sequel, there's actually one on here, though. Very rarely will a sequel cost less than the previous one.
You know, it makes sense. I think what's upsetting is, like, you would always assume more money equals better movie quality. Yeah.
Not always.
No,
not always.
Not at all.
I also want to pull up the numbers between Venom 1 and Venom 2.
Okay.
Let's do Venom 1 first. Pre-pandemic world. Venom 1 made $213.5 million domestically. Worldwide, it made $853.5.
That movie carried overseas, huh?
Would you like to know its budget?
Yes.
$116 million. You could say it made its money back, probably, plus some more.
Yeah.
Venom 2. Which, by the way, had a bigger opening U.S. weekend than the previous Venom did.
During a pandemic? I feel like people were very skeptical of the first Venom. Then people went and they were on, it's not bad. I know you weren't a fan of it. But I feel like people were like, honestly, like, it's not bad.
People were just like, Venom 2? All right.
It's not the shit show we thought it was. Yeah.
Domestically, Venom 2 so far has made $168 million.
Okay.
Worldwide, it's made about $283. On a budget of $110. So it was actually $6 million less than the previous movie's budget. It's made 2.6 times its budget so far, which means Venom's now in profitability range, baby. Anything it makes from now on is money. Money.
Good for Sony.
Good for Sony.
Good for Sony. That's why we get Morbius and Madam Web.
Yeah. Yes.
I hate that anger.
I'm curious, because there's no way it reaches the worldwide number just because of the pandemic. But I know it just opened in some Asian markets, and it did very well over there. And I think it might even make more domestically than the last one did in the pandemic. I really think it will. Let's get to No Time to Die. This is just something that I thought was fun to break down.
Do you think not in a pandemic, because the first one made 800, blah, 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 you think that movie breaks $1 billion?
If we're not in the pandemic, yeah.
Easy?
Not easy, but I think it barely gets there.
It gets close. Like, it's like just over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Me too. No Time to Die domestically has made $99 million. So tomorrow it will be over $100 million. Worldwide, it's made $447 million worldwide. That's pretty good. But its budget is $250 million. Yeah. It's made 1.8 times its budget.
So it's got
a while to go. But from what I've heard, with how much pushes it's had, which costs money, and how much marketing they've had to do because of those pushes.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Is that apparently this thing has to make like 4 times its production budget to be, or 3. I've heard 3.5 times.
It's not doing that.
No,
not even.
But I do think in terms of a solid number, that it's going to easily get to 500 million worldwide, and it's going to do pretty well in the end.
I mean, they have to. I feel like they can't knock the movie for that.
Yeah.
That's just all pandemic and having to.
Yeah. And it's doing very well overseas too.
You know what the thing is? I think their issue from a marketing standpoint was that they kept trying to market it.
I think so too.
Like, I think they should have got the definitive. I know it was always a definitive date, but once they were like, this thing's not coming out for a while, just like stop everything and then just month and a half, just flood it. Go on it, flood it.
Yeah, that might have been a better strategy, but I mean, it's not doing bad numbers wise. It's just that budget, man.
Yeah.
Let's also look at The Last Duel. Kids, this is where it gets sad. The Last Duel, domestically, has made about $4.7 million. Worldwide, it's made about $8.9 million. This film's budget was, according to Variety, because it wasn't on the website where I get the box office numbers.
Yeah.
North of $100 million.
What studio made this?
I believe. I don't want to get that wrong. Let me find out for you.
I mean, regardless, it's still a flop. I'm just curious, like who's biting the bullet on that one.
20th Century Studios, so Disney.
Oh, that'll be fine. Was this movie ever affected delay-wise with the pandemic, or did they just decide they're like,
it might have been delayed, but I know that it was never, once it had this 2021 release date, it was never pushed after that. Now, interestingly, a lot of the articles I've been reading on the various trades, including Forbes actually, have stated that they think a big reason for this is, one, lack of marketing, two, this is a movie that was tailored for more older moviegoers and diehard movie fans like you and me.
Yeah.
And they're not going back to the theaters. 18 to 30 is killing it at the theaters.
Oh, yeah.
But, obviously older people feel a little bit more worried about the pandemic and going to theaters, and they're just not going. And this is kind of evidence of that, because this is the type of movie that my grandmother and my mother would have ate up going to see. So, it's...
We're going to watch that new Matt Damon feature.
Yeah. And I mean, we're going to see it tonight, but still, it's sad. Maybe it can stay in the top 5 until the end of the year, and it makes some money. Who knows? But unlikely, considering Dune comes out next week.
Dune, Eternals.
I am curious as to what Halloween's drop is going to be.
Oh, that's true.
Because I have a feeling that No Time to Die might even make more than Halloween next weekend. I'm curious. We'll see. I love the fucking box office numbers. But yeah, I thought that'd be interesting, and I want to segue that into something I want to start doing on the Tuesday edition of the show, is bringing up right now what are the top 10 movies at the domestic and worldwide box office.
Okay.
Let's go domestic first. Take a gander as to what the number 1 domestic movie is so far.
Domestically?
Domestically only.
I'm trying to think of what's out. I'm blanking. I apologize.
That's all good.
I'm going to say that it is Halloween Kills.
I'm going to ask you the question again. What is the number 1 movie total domestic gross of 2021?
Oh, is it Shang-Chi?
Yes.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi with $217.8 million.
Sorry, I was thinking of this as like a week. Like
that's what I figured after you said Halloween Kills.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck came out?
Yeah. What about number 2?
Number 2, I'm going to go with Black Widow.
Yes, at 183.6. That's not including the $60 million it made.
Yeah. On
D+. I'm going to read the rest for time purposes.
Yes.
Number 3 was F9 at $173 million. Number 4, Venom 2 at 168. It might pass F9 in a couple weeks. Number 5, A Quiet Place Part 2 at 160.
Oh, wow.
Number 6, Free Guy at 120. Number 7, Jungle Cruise at 116. Number 8, Godzilla vs. Kong at 100.5. Number 9, No Time to Die at 99. It will pass Godzilla vs. Kong by the end of next week. And number 10, Cruella at 86.1. It won't stay number 10.
Yeah.
But that is as of the date today, which is as October 19th, because that's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That is the top 10 domestically. And the top 10 worldwide box office numbers, very different. The first 2 are only movies that are Chinese movies. When those are, I'm going to pronounce some of these wrong, I apologize. Ni Hao Li Huan Ying, which made $841 million in China. Now, Chinese box office, here or there, with their original movies, there are rumors that they tend to... But, still.
It's going to get us banned.
Zhang Jinhu made $741 million. Third place is F9.
Good.
With $715.9. That's made almost $800 million during a pandemic. That's nuts. Number 4 is Tang Renji Tanan 3. I definitely said that wrong. At $699 million. Number 5, Godzilla vs. Kong at $467. Number 6, No Time to Die, already at $447. I believe it will eventually pass Godzilla vs. Kong. Number 7, Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings at 414, and that's without a China release. Number 8.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Number 8, Black Widow at 376.9. Number 9, Free Guy at 323.2. Number 10, A Quiet Place Part 2 at 297.
Solid numbers.
So as of right now, that's how it's going. We're going to see some changes in that, obviously. I don't think Eternals is going to get a Chinese release either.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But Venom will, and Venom's going to make... Venom right now, Venom's number 11. I think it's going to up that list once it's in China.
What happened with Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi had resurfaced comments that Simu Liu had made that the Chinese government did not enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in the case of Eternals, same thing with Chloe Zhao and comments she's made.
Gotcha.
Because the Chinese government tends to be shitty.
And Marvel's like, we don't care.
Yeah. Basically.
We'll make it back domestically fine. Just fine. Yeah, anything you were providing was just...
But that's why Spider-Man's going to make $1 billion. They show in Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Let's how from when it comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Starts doing some...
Yeah. Speaking of Marvel stuff.
Yes.
Moving on from the box office. Fucking Disney delayed a shit ton of movies today.
Yeah.
Like so many.
Yeah.
And it's a real kick in the knackers, bro. Mostly it being Marvel stuff, but also Indiana Jones, which got delayed an entire year.
Really? Oh, I didn't even read that one. I just read the Marvel headlines.
Yeah, we're gonna get into exactly what was moved. I'm pulling this from Variety.
They pushed Ant-Man Quantumania so far back that it wasn't even on lists for upcoming releases.
My God.
They stopped at Love and Thunder, I think.
Jeez.
Or no, Marvel. One of the
Yeah.
It cut off there.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was previously supposed to come out on March 25th, 2022, which is just a few months away.
Mm-hmm.
It is now coming out May 6th. So they pushed it to the summer.
We good on time?
Yeah.
Okay. The record, no, I just meant that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Cool. Sorry.
You okay? So Doctor Strange gets pushed from March to May, which...
Not bad.
Not bad. Oh, and I should point out, the reason why all of these were pushed, according to Variety, is just the sets. They have so many things in production right now, and they're trying to stay ahead of schedule. And with COVID-19 and with the strike, like you mentioned, they just want to make sure that everything is going to go smoothly.
Yeah.
And while they're a little bit on, they're like right on schedule right now, they don't want to fall behind.
I'm curious.
And they thought that the easiest, cheapest solution is to just push everything.
I'm curious why Doctor Strange, because I thought that thing was like just sitting on a shelf.
Well, I think it's just, let's just push everything not slated for this year.
Gotcha, yeah.
And I think that was just the idea
mentality
behind that, yeah. Thor Love and Thunder, which was on the May date that Doctor Strange is now on, moves to July. Doctor Strange and Thor, 2 months after that.
Good.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which was on that July date, now moves to November. Untitled Indiana Jones, which was previously dated July 29th, 2022, now comes out June 30th, 2023.
Jeez.
My lord. Untitled Disney live-action movie, previously dated July 14th, 2023, has been completely removed from the schedule. The Marvels, which had Black Panther's new date of November 11th, 2022, now has February 17th, 2023. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which had that date, now has July 28th, 2023. And this is where it gets interesting. Untitled Marvel, that was on July 28th, 2023, has been completely removed from the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Untitled Marvel, that was scheduled October 6th, 2023, has been completely removed from the schedule. Untitled 20th Century, previously dated on 10/20/23, completely removed from the schedule. Untitled Marvel, dated 11/10/23, moves up to 11/3/23. So basically, 2 Marvel movies just got pushed from the schedule entirely.
Yeah.
Like removed entirely. 1 got moved up. I assume it's either Blade or Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's got to be it. The other two, I have no fucking idea what those were going to be. But now, I don't know if being removed from the schedule just means they're not releasing what's in 2024 yet, or if they're just the projects are dead, because sometimes that can happen.
Yeah.
Hell, remember the Phase 3 announcement when they said they were going to do the Inhumans as a movie?
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, lots of insane shit going on, but it's for reasons of them just wanting to not fall behind and to keep production going.
Understandable. I mean, what's a few months?
Big, massive delay, though. What are your thoughts on Disney delaying all these Marvel and Indiana Jones movies? And do you have a theory as to which 2023 movie that wasn't removed, like which movie that probably is?
No, I mean, I think it's interesting. I understand completely. It probably is tied to the strikes and everything and the new schedules that people will be working and everything. So, I mean, and from what it looks like, everything only just got pushed a couple months. It's not like they're moving things years, you know.
I'm just pissed because we were going to get Batman and Doctor Strange in March, and now we're not.
That's right.
But now we're going to get Black Adam and Thor in the same month.
Oh, that's going to be good. So, I mean, you know, it sucks, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
You know, is what it is.
Yeah.
As for what got pushed, I have no idea what that could possibly be. Because, I mean, reports I was saying was they were thinking of starting production on Fantastic Four in 2023.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what could have been snuck in there before that. Maybe it was Deadpool 3.
Oh, maybe.
Because the Deadpools are usually always pretty modestly budgeted.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they could probably film it next year and get it out by...
No, but like what I want to know, like if I could talk to Kevin Feige right now, I'd be like, are they pushed to 2024 and you're just not saying what's in 2024, or are they just gone?
Just dead in the water.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I have a feeling that they were just pushed into 2024.
Probably. And they're like, we're not talking
and we're just not talking about that yet. So
maybe they don't have release dates set for 2024, so they're like, they'll be in there. We're going to get release dates.
I think sometime next year we'll see, untitled Marvel movies pop up in 2024.
Yeah.
And that's probably what we'll see.
Yeah, understandable. I mean...
Okay, like, here's the thing.
I just want to know what Doctor Strange is about.
I want to know what Doctor Strange is about. You have to drop Fantastic Four in 2024, right? Like, you have to.
Yeah.
It can't be 2023. Like, it's got to be 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can't...
They could make a teaser poster right now that is just a black screen and then in blue lettering 2024.
Yeah. That would be great, right?
Done. Yeah.
You can put it in April. April 4th, 2024.
4. That'd be good. That would be good.
No. April 24th, 2024. 42424. See, now we're just getting ahead of ourselves, but I'm just saying it writes itself.
I think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
If it does come out in 2024, that's probably,
Yeah.
Feige looked at it and said, it's November 2023?
No.
2024?
Just push it now.
2024?
Oh, that would be funny.
John Watts is like, give me a fucking break, please. I just cranked out a Spider-Man trilogy. You gotta help me out.
I can't face the music.
Face the music. You gotta help me out.
That would be funny.
Kevin Feige, feels like you're pushing back on me here. I need you to press forward.
Yes, but what do you guys think about the Disney shuffle and release dates going on? What do you think's going on? Let us know in the comments down below. We also have a bit of casting news to talk about.
Ooh.
In our first bit of casting news, Jacob Scipio, I believe is how you say his name, has been cast in Batgirl in an undisclosed role. Jacob Scipio was in Bad Boys for Life, which the directors of Batgirl made. So they're bringing him over into the cast. This is an exclusive from Deadline. Bad Boys for Life breakout Jacob Scipio is set to join Leslie Grace in Warner Brothers and DC Films' Batgirl. J.K. Simmons is also on board to reprise his role as Commissioner Gordon, and Grace recently landed the role of Barbara Gordon. Scipio's Bad Boys for Life directors, Adil E. Arbi and Bilal Falah, I believe is how you say their names, are helming. And then it talks about how it will be on HBO Max, and it's the first of many DC movies that will be on HBO Max.
I have a few thoughts on this.
Yes.
One, I never actually saw Bad Boys for Life, and I was very upset because I love the first two movies.
I haven't seen them either, and same.
I thought you saw that one.
No.
You didn't see Bad Boys? Oh, Kyler and Anthony did. Anyway, I don't know what the guy looks like.
Okay.
So I can't begin to speculate as to who he could possibly be playing. Did they have a photo of him in the article?
They
or
do.
Do you have any? Did the article throw up any?
He is a young, good-looking man.
So he could be anybody.
Who's not too buff.
Okay. So anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. What's interesting going into that is J.K. Simmons confirmed?
Yes.
So it is within the DCEU.
Yes.
Which means we get more J.K. Simmons, which I think is pretty neat.
And potentially...
Well, the directors, did you see what they said recently?
No, tell me.
They said yes. There will be a Batman in the movie. To which someone said, which one? To which the directors responded, the real one. Which is a very
It's got to be Ben Affleck.
Which is a very vague comment. But if you're telling me that J.K. Simmons, who's his Gordon,
then it's got to be...
it has to be Affleck, right? Unless they're doing that thing that you said where they're just going to plug Keaton in and then he's the real Batman.
Yeah, they might do that. I've heard some rumors they might do that with The Flash.
But I want it to be Affleck because
Me too.
I love Ben Affleck.
Me too. And he needs to go back on Kimmel. And Kimmel's like, all right, so you said you were directing Batman. Then you came on here and you said you're no longer Batman. What you got to tell us now? I'm Batman again.
I'm Batman again. I've directed the movie.
Oh my God, dude! Don't even joke like that. I would fucking lose it.
If Ben Affleck's in a healthy space now,
getting that J-Lo ass that put any man in a healthy space.
And God,
am I wrong? Are you gonna sit here and tell me that I'm wrong?
And he seemed to enjoy it in Flash.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they want to kind of sprinkle him in there, even if he's Bruce Wayne, I doubt Ben Affleck would say no to a paycheck.
Yep.
Especially if it's
a quick cameo.
3-4 days of filming.
Yeah.
And maybe he doesn't even need to be in the bat suit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why he would have any issue of it. Now, when we get into the major stuff where he's like the star, then maybe it might be different. But
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if we see him and he probably doesn't even have an action scene. Maybe he's just Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
But I'll take it.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that's
because I think they're going to want to focus on it being Batgirl, but it's like, how do you do Batgirl without Batman?
Yeah. Yeah.
In some aspect. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
What?
Batwoman is Alfred's niece.
Yes.
Right? No. Who's Alfred? Did they just do that in Batman and Robin?
Yeah, they just did that in Batman and Robin.
Oh.
That's not
I was going to say
canon.
I was going to say I just wanted more Jeremy Irons, Alfred.
That would be cool, but I highly doubt you're getting him back. No way. Yeah, but anyway, what do you guys think about all of this? Let us know in the comments below about Jacob being cast in the movie, and who do you think he could be playing? Maybe it's some form of Robin.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Nightwing.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder who the villain they're going to get for that movie is.
Yeah, they haven't announced that. I wonder who it is, too. A reconstructed from blown bits Black Mask from Birds of Prey. God. Would be great.
I love it. I bet they go pretty low tier.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a Firefly. Maybe even a Clayface.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Or, no, Scarecrow.
Scarecrow would be cool.
Scarecrow's big enough that it's like,
Two-Face.
Oh, yeah, it's Scarecrow. Yeah. But, yeah, like, they have to find that sweet medium of not getting a huge villain, but also getting a villain that people recognize, but not being like, man, why didn't we get this with Batman?
Yeah, true. But hey, if it's in the DCEU, you can get anyone from Suicide Squad to be in that movie. Weasel. Yes, Weasel. Moving on to our next story, and more casting news. You know how they're making the Continental series, the prequel to John Wick about young Winston?
Yes.
On Starz for some reason. Well, they have their first major star casted in it, Mel Gibson of Lethal Weapon fame, and he was in The Expendables 3. Remember that?
My God, he was the villain in it.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah. All
From Daddy's Home 2, Mel Gibson.
Yes. All controversy about that man aside. We're not going to tackle that on the show. Nobody likes what he did or said. As an actor and director, talented. And clearly...
Hacksaw Ridge was good.
And clearly, the people behind the Continental think so as well, and they put him in the show. This is an exclusive from Deadline. Mel Gibson has been set to star in The Continental, the prequel to the Keanu Reeves film series John Wick. The Continental will be presented as a 3-night special event TV series produced for Stars by Lionsgate Television.
Oh, it's like a special event. It's not even like a...
Yes.
Huh.
Here's what we know about his character. Ready? Gibson will play a character named Cormac. That's all we know.
I'm surprised he's not young Winston.
Yeah, right?
No, Winston is...
No, yeah, but he can't play young Winston because Mel Gibson is older. Winston is Ian McShane.
Okay. I thought it was... Who's the guy that runs the belt, like the concierge?
Oh, that guy, yeah. I don't remember his name.
I had to think from like,
I hope he's in the show.
I hope it's Mel Gibson.
Oh my god.
No.
No, but thoughts on Mel Gibson joining the Continental, and are you just excited for the Continental in general? It's at least a sign that the show's moving forward.
I'm excited for it. I hope it's good. They're taking a swing with that casting to try to get people feeling some way about it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say on that. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, like I said, controversy aside, he can bring it when he wants to.
They definitely got that show on people's radar.
Yeah, for sure.
They definitely got a bunch of free publicity with that one.
Yeah, for sure. What do you guys think about Mel Gibson joining the Continental, and are you excited about the Continental? Let us know in the comments below. This news dropped as we were eating dinner before the show.
Yes.
This is some of the most exciting news I've heard in a long time.
I'm really excited for this.
Mel Brooks is one of the greatest comedic filmmakers ever. I believe he's an EGOT holder.
I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you do that while I do this. Well, one of his movies, his famous comedic movies that he made in his illustrious career was History of the World Part 1. And it was a funny bit because Part 1, there was never going to be a Part 2. And it just makes fun of things throughout all of history, whether it be biblical, whether it be the Roman times, everything. It makes fun of everything. Well, according to Variety, History of the World Part 2 is being made and being turned into a series ordered at Hulu with Mel Brooks to write and executive produce. Holy shit. Reading from the article, History of the World Part 1 is finally getting a Part 2 with Hulu ordering a Variety series following up to the classic Mel Brooks comedy. Variety has learned this exclusively. History of the World Part 2 is described as a sequel to the 1981 film. The film was made up of segments set during different periods of world history. Among those were the Stone Age, Ancient Rome, and the French Revolution. Like most of Brooks' works, it also featured musical numbers, including one about the Spanish Inquisition and, of course, quote-unquote, Jews in space. This shit is so funny. Brooks is a writer and executive producer on the series, along with Nick Kroll, Wanda Sykes, Ike Barinholtz, David Stassen, and Kevin Salter. That's fucking cool. I didn't see that part. The writer's room is beginning in October, and production will start in spring of 2022. Oh, and it says here he's an EGOT winner, so we got that figured out.
Yeah, I pulled that up.
Yes.
He is an EGOT winner. There's some surprising names on the EGOT list that I had no idea about.
Really?
Yeah. We could talk about that after we finish this.
Yes. But what are your thoughts on History of the World Part 2 happening?
Sold.
Are you about as excited as me?
Sold. I love.
I have it on Blu-ray. I have History of the World on Blu-ray.
I love Mel Brooks.
Yes,
and
that's the right answer.
Honestly, I think Wanda Sykes is hysterical.
Yes, she is.
She's not a great actor,
Yeah.
But like, man, every time she shows up in something, I do crack up. Oh my god, especially her in Clerks 2.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, her little role in that.
And Nick Kroll, I know he could be hit or miss for some people.
Mm-hmm.
I typically like him. I love Oh Hello on Broadway.
Yeah.
With him and John Mulaney, so I think he's a great partner with it. And I think with something as big as this news and everything, I feel like everyone's going to be given 110%. And I'm happy Mel Brooks is doing stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome. Especially happy Mel Brooks is doing stuff because he's in his 90s, I'm pretty sure. And, this is just nothing but great news. I love History of the World Part 1. And the fact that we're actually getting this is something I never thought I would see in my lifetime. So, yeah nothing but great news. Oh,
Mel Brooks is... Oh, sorry, never mind. He completed it in 74. Oh, it doesn't tell me the year he finished. Just he was 74 when he completed the EGOT, which was in 2001, so 20 years ago?
Yeah.
So he's 94.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting up there. But yeah, again, great news about History of the World Part 2. Oh, who were some of the surprising EGOT winners that you saw?
Where were they? Rita Moreno.
Oh, really?
Audrey Hepburn.
Okay.
Mel Brooks. Whoopi Goldberg.
Really?
Andrew Lloyd Webber. Tim Rice, which that name sounds familiar. Alan Menken. Barbara Streisand. And John Legend.
John Legend.
John Legend has an EGOT.
Interesting.
He did it in what I believe to be the shortest span. Hold on. No, a Robert Lopez did it in the shortest span in 10 years.
Oh, nice.
Good for Robert. Won 2 Academy Awards for Best Original Song. 2014, Let It Go for Frozen.
Okay.
And 2018 for Remember Me from Coco.
Mm-hmm.
He has an Emmy for 2021 for Outstanding Original Music and Lyrics for Agatha All Along.
That's what got him his EGOT?
That
good.
Yeah, that's what got him his EGOT. No, sorry.
What you said 2021.
Oh, yep. Primetime Emmy, Grammy for Book of Mormon and Frozen.
Yeah.
And Tony for Avenue Q and Book of Mormon.
Wonderful.
10 years. Imagine getting EGOT in 10 years.
That's insane. Yeah. But anyway, moving on. Before we get to the rumors of the roundtable, if you have one.
Yes.
Let's briefly talk about DC Fandome and the cool trailers that we got. Now, overall, the Fandome event was not nearly as good as it was last year, even though I like the idea that they put it in just 4 hours, although it could have been an all-killer, no-filler event, and that's not what it was. We had some cool behind-the-scenes look at Shazam 2, at Aquaman 2, and I think in terms of movies, that's all we got behind-the-scenes-wise. But... Well, no, we got a little bit behind the scenes of the Batman. But the big thing with the Batman was the trailer. We got trailers for Black Adam, The Flash, and the Batman.
Yes.
Holy shit, the Batman trailer was awesome.
Batman trailer was fantastic.
Amazing.
Right from the start, you can watch our reaction to it on our channel.
And The Flash, I thought, had a really good teaser, although I wish they would have showed us a little bit more, considering that movie's wrapped. But I'm just being an angry fan. I
wish there was more context.
Yes.
I think that was the big thing.
They gave us Michael Keaton's voice, but they wouldn't show his goddamn face.
And the cowl.
Yeah.
We did see the cowl.
Yep.
And we totally saw the outline of the Batman.
And confirmed that there's 2 berries.
Confirmed 2 berries. Confirmed that we will see Keaton in the suit.
Yes.
Which was a biggie.
And also, we got a potential hint at a dead Batfleck, which makes me very sad. I hope that's not the case. But also, Black Adam. Hell of a teaser.
Black Adam.
Hell of a teaser.
Batman won with the trailer, but man, Black Adam might be a close second, in my opinion.
Yeah. Really good
teaser. It was just a scene, right? It wasn't even like
really good little tease of what Black Adam is going to be.
Can we talk about how massive
The Rock
was in that trailer?
He was quite big.
He's already big to begin with, but that dude bulked.
Yeah.
And if you look at that suit, there's no pain. He might as well just been in a t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's just massive. I would not be surprised if he just lifted that dude.
Yeah.
There was no wires. He's just like, all right, Kai, you're up here now.
Jesus. But yeah, kind of boring event, but those 3 stood out to me.
Yes.
Although I liked the behind-the-scenes look at Shazam and Aquaman.
I did too. Yeah.
They're both going to be bonkers.
Yes.
What did you guys think about DC Fandome and those trailers? Let us know down below. And ladies and gentlemen, as we always do at the end of our shows, it is time for Rumors of the Roundtable. Nicholas, take it away.
Welcome to Rumors of the Roundtable. We actually have 2 coming at you this week.
2 rumors, and I don't know them, so fucking
2 rumors coming this week. Again, these are rumors. This is all just speculation. These are not from confirmed, like, the major trades. So this is all just speculation, but we do like to monitor them just to get them on people's radar, because sometimes it's fun to talk about that stuff, but we do want to emphasize that it is all strictly rumors. So the first one we have... Oh, sorry, my phone's being weird. Miss Marvel star Mohan Kapoor, who I believe is playing her father, Kamala Khan's father in the show, says the Disney Plus series might be released June, July of next year.
Oh, really? That's late.
Yeah.
Considering they thought it was going to come out at the end of this year.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that was a neat one, just to keep keep an eye on. And the other one kind of deals with some Marvel movie stuff, maybe stuff that gotten pushed. We were talking about earlier in the show that I want to keep my mouth shut for.
All right.
Well, I mentioned before that they had rumored to start production in 2023 sometime on Fantastic Four. But there was another project that I saw people speculating.
Mm-hmm.
That is a Nova movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Which would start production in 2023. Which I think would be rad.
That means it would come out 2024 or 5.
Yes. Which could be a release date that was
Mm-hmm.
pushed. Which is interesting. Nova's kind of coming out of left field. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it seems like that would be built up, but I was kind of never expecting that. And for some reason, I was imagining a Nova show before we got a movie, but I'm about it.
Hell yeah. Nova's the shit.
Nova is the shit. So, now I actually wouldn't be surprised if we saw Nova beforehand.
Okay, maybe in Thor 4 or
Thor
Guardians
4, Guardians 3, the Marvels.
True.
You know, he's up there in space. He's the last survivor of, was it Xandar, right?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause he's part of that. So, that's all tied into all of those. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a tease or something before that movie announcement. But, yeah, that's what I got for you.
I like those rumors.
Yeah.
The first one, I don't know. I have a feeling, and here I am talking like, no, the actor who's in the show isn't correct.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling we're going to get Miss Marvel sooner than that, unless they made some sort of deal with maybe Disney Star Wars that they won't put any shows first quarter of the year. But they did WandaVision in January, so I don't know why they wouldn't. And if that show's done, fucking release it. you know? So we'll see about that. As for the Nova movie, I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I love Nova. And I wouldn't surprise me if that's true, and I hope it is.
Correct.
It's not a whole lot of insight, it's just how I feel.
That's just your thoughts.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing those rumors to the round table.
That's why I'm here.
Yes, absolutely, sir. Anything else you wanted to add to today's show?
No.
Wonderful. Well, guys, you can look in the description to find our short film, The Local, both on Apple TV and Google Play Store. You can also find the Movie Nights social media there. Eventually, I'll put our personal ones in there, too.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? It'd be fun.
I'm not active on them, but
yeah,
I'm always watching.
Yes. Also, our last 2 shows in October, which I don't know the exact dates for, whatever the last Monday and Thursday in October is, we're going to be ranking our top 20 favorite horror movies. And let me tell you, this has been hard as shit to do.
Very difficult.
Because there are so many good, like when I made my initial list of just like, oh, here's horror movies I like, I had like over 40 movies on there. And I was like, fuck, how am I going to get this to 20? So look forward to that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.